Okay, hey, it's the end of week 6, and tomorrow is bag day. Are you ready? I hope so. It's Monday, and hey, we got lunch. I got a little tangerine. I got some pepperoni and cheese, and I've got some carrots. So it's kind of a simple lunch here, but so hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully you got a lot done. I know there were people late here at Andy Mark working on robots Saturday and Sunday night. Hopefully you were able to get some productive work in. You got to get your BOM or your CAW ready. I would recommend to work on that before the robot goes into the bag so you can see all the parts if you haven't already got that done. I did notice that the new inspection checklist is out, so you can see some things on there. I would recommend one of your team members or maybe a person on another team looks at your robot and kind of goes through this checklist on your robot. Some highlights are the 125-pound weight limit for the robot, 15 pounds weight limit for your bumper. Those are new. Different than last year. Maximum height, 4 feet. That might trip some people up. Make sure you're no taller than 4 feet. Max starting height. That's what I should have added that word, starting. But I would recommend don't hit 48 inches, hit 47.5 or under 48. You don't want to be that team that gets scrutinized and you have to shave off a little bit off the top of your robot before you start the match or pass inspection. This is the same every year, but I'm going to point this out because I see it on robots. I'm sure it's not on teams, robots that watch Lunch with Andy because you guys are well informed and you know all the rules. I always look, as an inspector at events, I always look for robots with bumper segments, especially in the front for like intake areas, less than 6 inches. That's a big no-no. You can't have a bumper segment less than 6 inches. So please, maybe if you have a neighboring robot around you at an event or a team that you're mentoring or whatever, make sure their bumper segments are at least 6 inches, especially in the intake area, because the cargo is a pretty big object this year. They might want to cut that down to 4 or 3. So make it sure it's 6 inches. The BOM cost needs to be no more than $5,500. That's a new thing this year, higher than it was, and no single component over $500. I'm always confused why the spike fuse is still on here, but maybe people still use spike fuses. Okay, that's fine. Pressure ratings, 125 and 70. If it's 70 at the working pressure is the pressure rating of your components. This has the software versions on here. So the RoboRio image is version 2019 V12 and the driver station is 19.0. So those will be new. Make sure that your firmware is updated to those versions. Just a reminder, no off-board compressors this year, and you're going to be great if you have an on-board pump. Okay, enough of that. Oh, regarding the CAW, the cost accounting worksheet, or the BOM, like I like to call it still the BOM. I would recommend use this spreadsheet that FIRST gives us. That's on the firstinspires.org website. It's already formatted for all of us to use. You just have to account for things a little bit more precisely this year. You can only account for what quantities of items that rookie teams get, and you can only account for the items that you got in first choice, not somebody else got in first choice. Those are the two main things that are tripping up people, I think. You can't just claim unlimited amounts of talons or victors. It's only what the rookie teams are getting and what you got in first choice. It's not what's legal to buy as a voucher, it's what you bought with your vouchers. Make sure you have a lockup form, at least one, maybe more. Make sure you have a bag. One year we ran out of bag tags, so we went to FedEx and asked for like semi-trailer tags. That's what they are. And those seem to work fine because they have a number on them. They look the same. They just don't say robot on them. Follow the procedure on the sheet. Make sure the sheet, you got to sign your life away for those things. Get your sheet ready, get your bag ready, get your tags ready. Find your tags. I do want to see pictures or videos or something short, like a short video. I think it'd be cool to celebrate bagging your robot. Take a picture of the clock, tag Andy Mark Inc. I mean, this is the last year of bagging, so have a good time doing it and celebrate your bag process. I think that's all we've got for business type stuff. We did get a nice little gift today from team 3418, FRC 3418 out of Wisconsin, Robo Riot. Hey, Andy Mark, thanks for being awesome. You guys are awesome too. So I went to your website. It's a pretty good website. It shows videos of a lot of things happening on their last year's robot. They're showing videos. I don't have to even click on anything. It's just right there. But they sent us some buttons. I think I like this one the best. I cut it off twice and it's still too short. Have a good time finishing up your robot. Work on your cost accounting worksheet. Work on your inspection checklist. Make sure you understand what that is. And have a good time over the next couple days. We'll see you Wednesday. Are we doing one Wednesday?
Yeah, it's on the calendar.
Then we're doing it. Okay, so we'll do on Wednesday. Also, Wednesday, little hot news here. We are extending the Adopt a Engineer application process. We didn't get that many. So maybe you guys are so awesome you don't need any help except for the few that we got. Or you're so busy with your robot that you kind of forgot about this. Maybe that's true. But send us an application for Adopt an Engineer. How do they do that, Ruth?
Brett will post a link in the description of this YouTube video.
Wow. That makes it really easy. No later Wednesday noon. Wednesday Eastern noon. Anyway, we'll see you Wednesday. I mean, one of their kids is going to sneak away, think, gosh darn it, I'm so frustrated. I'm going to apply for lunch, I'm going
to apply for lunch with Dave.
No, I'm going to apply for Adopt an Engineer.